वेलकम you're watching another edition of Money Masterclass और मैं हूं कृष्ण कुमार और आज हम एक विल जो होता है उसको कैसे प्रिपेयर करते हैं और इस पैंडेमिक के समय में एक विल का इंपॉर्टेंस महत्वपूर्ण क्या है, इन सब चीजों के बारे में बात करने के लिए वी हैव विद अस डॉक्टर सुजॉय कांतावाला, सीनियर लॉयर जॉइनिंग अस फ्रॉम मुंबई. Tell us, during this pandemic time, the need and the importance of will has gone up, of making a will, keeping a will ready, be it an older family member or a younger family member. The entire idea of writing a will, which is a very difficult topic to approach even amongst family members. The importance of writing a will has gone up significantly during the pandemic, hasn't it?
Yes, in fact, there is a serious resistance by people to execute their own will, and I don't understand why. Having faced it myself, my mother was a lawyer, and when I requested my mother when she was post 50 and she started suffering health complications, I requested, I said, Mom, you're a lawyer, I'm a lawyer, let's make a will, let's distribute everything so that nothing gets stuck. I mean, of course, there is no problem, but there was a resistance, and that resistance continued till she passed away. And that was more than 20 years after that. She never executed a will. The problem is this. Fortunately, there was an MOU family arrangement, so there was no litigation in court. When I wanted to transfer immovable assets to my name, the society saw the NOC and they transferred it. Normally, a society would ask for a probate. So therefore, I feel that a will is a must. In the good old days when we didn't have COVID, I think 50 was the right age to execute your will. But now, in view of these stressful times that we all are going through, I think the time has come for any person who has got some reasonable assets, that is mainly immovable, because movable, that is your bank accounts or your equity shares under the Companies Act, would be transferred by nomination. But as far as your immovable assets are concerned and certain other assets like your jewelry, etc., then I feel that 25 to 30 bracket is the right age for any person, he or she, to now sit down and write their will. It's nothing like if you write a will, you are kind of preponing, it's a death sentence or something like that. But I think you are being prudent and you are ensuring that in case of some eventuality, and looking at these times where COVID hits you with a Mike Tyson punch and before you recover, you're gone. I mean, we've seen all our near and dear ones perishing this way. So I feel the time has come where you're looking at a realistic kind of approach, where you see a bracket of 25 to 30 and a person should sit down and write a will, which is not a very difficult thing. And during the course of your question and answer, I'll explain to the viewers in very simple terms, not our usual court language, that you really don't need a lawyer unless your will is complicated, in the sense there are various schedules, various inventories and assets which you want to distribute amongst a wide array of people. Otherwise, you and I can just sit down, write the will and be done with it in less than 10 minutes.
Right. Dr. Sujoy Kantawala, so you're telling us that it's important to register the will at the registrar's office, but it does not mean that in case you don't register your will, it is not legally tenable.
Of course not, Krishna. I mean, everyone can't register their will. It's just a formality, but it's a necessary formality. And in case you want it to be completely sure that a situation that you have, once you have registered your will, you can just put your legs up and relax. But if something has to go to court, then it has to go to court. For example, I'll tell you, there are a lot of societies that insist on a probate. So even though you have registered your will, they will say that we want a probate. Probate is when you get the seal of approval of the court, the competent court, that this is good to go. You see? So what happens is that lot of societies, especially in the metropolitan cities, and these laws keep on changing from state to state, Sometimes they are okay with the nomination, and sometimes they insist that there should be a probate. But registration would avoid a lot of technical hitches of a challenge to your will if it is registered. But if it's not registered, it's not the end of the world. It's okay. The will is a valid document as long as you follow the basic rules that you have signed the will and there were two independent witnesses who are not the beneficiaries who had seen you signing the will, which is known as executing the will. You had a doctor's certificate certifying that you were good to go, and you also took, to be on the safe side, a small video of this whole process.
Side note, I want to quickly check with you. This is about wills. Other financial assets that one might have, it's important to put nominations in place. One or two or three nominations, your bank account, your mutual funds, your fixed deposits, all that money can also get stuck if there's a sudden demise and there is no nomination.
Absolutely. I think this topic that you have taken, Krishna, and this debate that we are having is going to benefit crores and crores of your viewers, because they don't know the fine nuances. They feel that they have to approach a lawyer in every possible legal tangle or situation. Yes, a lawyer is a very important part. In case you have a large amount of things you want to convey, in case you have a various distribution schedules, in case you have many heirs, that in case there are now, for example, there are things that you can bequeath. Bequeath means you can give under the will, you can't bequeath. For example, tenancy rights, but still you want to protect that tenancy right. So then when those fine nuances arise, then you need a lawyer, because a lawyer will be the right person to guide you as to how and on what basis to execute this document. Now coming to the aspect of the nomination, right? According to me, for all financial instruments which are governed by the Companies Act, it is mandatory to have a nomination, and nomination is the right thing to do, which is recognized by the financial institution. There you don't need a will. Of course, in the will you can mention that you had these kind of instruments which you have nominated. You can do that, there is no problem. But the financial institution or the fund house or whoever it is will recognize a nomination, and therefore it is advisable to have nomination under the Companies Act, which is statutory.
Just one very important thing when it comes to creating a will and executing it, is there a right time to do it, or you were talking about the right age. Now you're saying that even between the ages of 25 to 30, it's important to make a will even for that age group people.
Krishna, if you have not executed a will, you have not made your own will, do it after the show. What I want to tell you is that there is no Muhuratam over here. The right time is now. You don't have to wait for sunset. If you've not done it, do it now. What is the harm? And if you don't want problems in future, you want to relax, that you wrote down on a piece of paper what you want to do, and you chose the people who were to execute your wishes, then what is the harm? I don't see that you have to go to some Pandit and find out some right Muhurat for that. Every second you're alive is the right Muhurat, post 25 according to me.
Absolutely.
And let me tell you one more thing. Suppose I execute a will today, suppose we are in the year of 2015. My relations with my beneficiaries are excellent. 2021, I realized that there are a bunch of idiots and selfish cronies, and I don't want to give a dime to them. I can execute a fresh will. Or if I want to knock off two of my beneficiaries, want to retain one only, then I can execute a small document which is known as a codicil to the will, which is an amendment to the will. And the codicil is recognized in law. The best thing would be for a person to execute a fresh will, which is again a 10-minute job. So if you have executed a will in 2015 and call it your last will and testament, it is not gospel truth, or it is not something that is going to be like one of the like the Gita, Bible, or Quran. But every year you can decide as per your mood swings where you want to distribute and who is going to be the beneficiary. Nothing wrong with that. You should just mention, I revoke all my previous wills and this is my last will and testament on this particular day of this particular year. And your last will speak about your intention after the demise of the maker.
Wonderful. That's a very important point that you are telling us, Dr. Sujoy Kantawala, because, once you make a will, it's not the end of it. You have the liberty to change it. Law allows you to change it. Follow a simple procedure. Again, it's not very complicated. It's a very important point that you're making. But I'm afraid we've run out of time. Dr. Sujoy Kantawala, senior lawyer, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on Money and explaining something that's so important, so necessary during these pandemic times that we live in. It's important. Go out there, for all those watching, create a will as long as you're 25 years and above. That's what Dr. Sujoy Kantawala is saying. 25 years and above, anybody and everybody should be making a will. And if you need to go have the difficult conversation with your parents about them creating a will, then do that as well. The time has come. Thank you so much, Dr. Sujoy Kantawala, for joining us and sharing your wisdom and thoughts with us. With that, it's a wrap here on this edition of Money Masterclass. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishna Kumar signing off.